welcome to day 4 of quarantine with me. Today I am going to be baking lemon bars. So I already preheated my oven to 350 and I've got to make the crust 2 cups of flour, half a cup of sugar, and 1 stick of softened butter in here, and then I will be baking it in this pan. I also have the recipe printed out, so the first step is to preheat the oven, which I already did. And then in a medium bowl, blend together softened butter, 2 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, and then you press it into the bottom. So I have my butter. I'm gonna add in the 2 cups of flour. The 1/2 cup of sugar. And then I'm gonna try this out, my little hand blender, so I'll see how this works, if it's gonna blend everything, and if not, I have a different mixer. But I'm gonna use the hand mixer now because this is going a little too slow. So I've got my hand mixer now and I'm going to turn it on. There we go. So in case this is anybody's first video, I currently have COVID and I'm quarantining. So I tested positive on Christmas Eve and I have till Sunday till I get tested again. So I'm just kind of trying to make use of the time that I have at home and try and keep myself busy. Alright, so it's pretty well mixed, but it's actually very watery, or very crummy, so I think I'm just going to add like a splash of water. Just got a teeny tiny bit of water, and I'll just pour in a little, and if I need more I will, but it's just really, oh, there's the oven. It's very crummy. Alright, that's a little better. So, let me just kind of put some there. Get it out. Alright, so it's still kind of crummy, but at this point I think that's how it's supposed to be because it's just like a crust for the lemon bars. So, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands one more time and then press it into the pan. Go ahead and pour the whole thing into the pan. Okay. So I'm just gonna spread it in kind of like an even layer. This is a 9x13 pan, by the way. So I'm gonna spread it in a pretty even layer. And look nice. Right, that is pressed into the pan. Now I'm just gonna pop it in the oven for, it says 15 to 20 minutes. Set my timer. Start for 17. All right, so I have my crust back there. That's baked for about 18, 19 minutes. And now I'm gonna make the top of the lemon filling. So first I'm gonna whisk 1 and 1/2 cups of sugar. This time I have the sugar in here because it's more sugar this time. And 1/4 cup of flour. And I'm just using a regular whisk to just kind of stir that together. If I didn't already mention, it is New Year's Eve, so I'm making these for our New Year's Eve party, which isn't really a party, it's just me and my dad, because we usually go over to my friend's house for a New Year's Eve party with a bunch of families, but since COVID, that's not happening this year. So it's just gonna be us, so we're making some treats. All right, so now I'm gonna whisk in the eggs and the lemons. So I'm first just gonna put in, there's 4 eggs. So plop those in there. All right, so now for the lemons. So I have a technique for juicing lemons that I learned this morning actually. So what I did, I've already rolled these out on the counter, just kind of roll them firmly for like 30 seconds to a minute, which I already did, I pre-did that. So then towards the bottom of the lemon, I have an ice pick here that I've cleaned off. You're just gonna puncture it about 1 inch in, like that. And then in theory, it should just squeeze out, so let's try. So now that my lemons are juiced, I have one saved to do a zest afterwards, but I have my electric thing that I was using before, but I have a different attachment, a whisk this time. So I'm just gonna whisk everything together. I'm gonna put it down a little bit. So now I'll put that there, and then the instructions say to pour over the baked crust. So the baked crust is back here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it over that. Okay, so I poured that. Now I'm going to bake for an additional 20 minutes. Alright, so I'm just finishing up with the lemon bars. I just pulled them out of the oven, but I'm going to give them another minute or 2 to cool. So I had a viewer question about what COVID is like for me as a young person. So I really didn't even suspect I had it until after I was tested. I got tested because I was exposed, but I didn't suspect I had it until afterwards when I started getting a headache. So I had a headache. I didn't have any sort of fever or anything, but I felt kind of feverish. And then I just had some congestion, and I had a sore throat for like a day, but it wasn't too bad or anything. So it wasn't very severe for me. It wasn't too bad at all. So that was my experience with COVID. But I'm young, I'm 19, so it wasn't too bad. So I have a tray of lemon zest here and a little bowl of powdered sugar. So first I'm just going to kind of sprinkle the lemon zest over, just kind of sporadically. Alright, just give it a little bit of extra flavor. Now to finish it off, I am going to do my powdered sugar. So I have my sifter here, I'm just going to pour it in and kind of gently start with that, just to make it look pretty, and finish it off. So almost done. That should definitely be enough. Get around the edges. Alrighty. So there we go. I will show you the final product when I come back for my taste test. I'm going to let it sit and firm up a little bit. Alright, so I have my lemon bar in hand. I just inserted a picture of the final product, but I totally broke into it. So here is the lemon bar, and I will be tasting it. Very delicious. It's tart, and the bottom is flaky and crispy. So overall, a big success. I would make them again. So yeah, thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.